Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, February was here and now it's gone. So I'm trying something different. Trying something before my new single drops. Little podcast episodes of where I'll just give you a breakdown of my thought process, what's going on right now in my life, etc., etc. So, where do I begin? Let's talk about the start of February. I'm going to pull up my calendar right now and see and tell you exactly what's happening. Um, Mentally, I'm all over the place. I'm not even going to lie. Why is it not showing up? Well, anywho, at the start of February, I went Poland to see my dentist. Some may say like, why are you traveling so and so to see a dentist? Quite simple. If I'm going to tell you, it's cheaper. I don't remember who did the episode where it was a YouTuber did an episode of going to Turkey to do a shopping. I'm back, and the shop actually came out to be cheaper than a shop in Tesco. I recently did a shop in Asda, and we got um, a chow mein deal. So some fruit, mushrooms, eggs, chicken. 20 great British sterlings. My vision blurred as then I proceeded to swallow my pride, because also currently I'm very much broke. £20 right now in this economy is tough. So I went to Poland. Um, Not just to see the dentist, but sort of haven't been there in a while. Ever since my granddad passed. So it was the first time of me being back. And it was weird. It was weird because it felt similar, but it felt very much different as well. Um, Very quiet, which I don't think I liked. There was talks of selling the flat, and at the start of the talks, I was really against it. I didn't want to, but now after the trip, I see why they want to sell it. I am all for it now, which is a shame. I always thought about going back to Poland. Um, if I had a remote job, I think I still would stay there for like a couple of months, see just the vibe. But so yeah, went to Poland, see the dentist. Got a filling. Turns out I'm eating my teeth. I'm grinding my teeth in my sleep, and I knew I was always supposed to have braces, but so we went to the special doctor in Reading, and my guy said that's when I was like 15, 16 maybe. My guy straight up said, yeah, you too old for braces. GG's, Nori. So I never had braces, and I told my dentist that when I was there. And she's like, yeah, you just went to a gook, a crazy guy. Which, looking back here, my guy did not look stable, but we move. So I have a weird bite So I know I grind my teeth, especially now when times are kind of uncertain. uh, I get stressed out more often, and which will lead to me grinding my teeth more. But yeah, love my dentist. It's just main reason why I don't want to sell the flat in Poland is because of the dentist. Like I won't have anywhere to stay because it's the middle of a fucking shithole, to put it nicely. But it is really what it is. Was snowing in Poland. So obviously I'm in the south coast and the air is just so much different. I went for a run today and it felt so heavy. The air felt heavy. It felt like the air was dragging me down compared to where, even up north, I'll get to that part later. Just down south, the air is just fucking heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. But that's really besides the point. See, it's the first episode, so I'm trying to work out the kinks. I don't know if I should have this or just straight up a muffler. But we'll stick with this, see what happens. So, went to Poland. The clothes in Poland. Anyone that knows House, there's a shop called House. Now, it's pretty much in all European places. When I went Croatia, there was one. In Poland, there's one. Just not in the UK, but it's just good stuff. The crazy part is I went, and obviously, in my opinion, right now, all of the UK underground is it's not in Poland, but Poland is very heavily influenced. Like right now, Poland is tapped in to the underground. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, tapped in. So I walk into the shop, and there was just T-shirts of the Union Jack, and I was like, "What the fuck? Excuse you, god damn it, or is this like another colonization type of situation?" But I was low key, I was low key thinking about buying a T-shirt, but I bought. Did I buy anything? No, I wanted to buy a Scully, but I was like, I don't really like hats. I'm not a fan of hats. Um, I'll wear them for like 20 minutes and it'll feel claustrophobic. Now I know I might be bugging, and I know, but shit, that's just me. So I went to Poland for a week. What did I do? I went obviously dentist. I'm getting, well, back in Poland. I was getting to release the new single called True Religions. All the time that I was there, I was contemplating between two singles and which one to release, True Religions or Too Real. Stuck to True Religions. It's coming out 20th of March. I still have to pitch it. I still have to maybe do a canvas. On Google it says, if you have a canvas, it will help you reach a bigger audience, but I call cap. Like think about it like logically, I suppose. Like how does having a canvas help you reach more people? Like, you get what I mean? Like, if anything, it would, like, I don't really mind for canvases because I turn them off on my phone. because it makes the song load up longer because it has to obviously load the fucking canvas. So in my opinion, it'll just hurt your stuff because if, for example, it's some way, somehow, how your song gets shuffled automatically, and the listener's just sitting there for like 10 seconds waiting for the song, but the canvas is loading, they're gonna skip the song. But that's besides the point. Now, with the song, I was also looking at a music video, how to do the music video, research how it looks, etc., etc. I'm doing more with that here in the UK. I submitted the song when I got back. Submitted the song when I got back, so it's all ready. Then I went to work. Man, like, this shit is tough right now. I quit my other job because I was just so depressed. I hated it. And it's a good thing I quit. I always advocate to people being like, quit if you hate your job, quit if you're unhappy. But I never followed those rules. If you don't know, get to know. But yeah, I never followed my own mantra. So I quit. I was just so unhappy I quit. And I really had faith in in a system of, I'm not old. I'm 27. Yeah, I'm getting to the unk status, but I'm not old. I don't feel old yet. I have some experience, mostly in hospitality, but like back when I started in hospitality and I would just occasionally look for a job, I'll get calls. I would like apply on Indeed and I'll get a call straight away, like a sales job or something else. So when I quit, I was sort of banking on that. I sort of put my all, but yeah, it just didn't work out. Got hooked to warehouse, and it's the shittest thing. It was fun at the start because it was different, I guess, but now it's just fucking shit. But we try to make it work. February, so started in February, went to Poland, came back, and then I went to Glasgow to see Dave. Try to get tickets for the London show. The pre-sale sold out so fast. Didn't have a chance to get the London tickets. That was the plan. Because you think about it, we're going from the south coast all the way up to fucking Scotland. Not ideal. We wanted London, but didn't get London. Still really wanted to see Dave. So we went Glasgow for one day. And it was weird. It was weird. It was like I'm in the UK, right? But like sometimes I have really big problem hearing accents. And this was like UK, right? This was UK. But sometimes I wouldn't understand the accent, so it felt like I was somewhere else. They use pounds. The cars are the same. They drive on the wrong side of the road. But people sound different. Like obviously you go abroad, you go to like Italy and you hear, obviously you don't understand Italian. I don't really understand Italian. I know a little bit. I learned a little bit in secondary school. But like you would feel you are abroad because of your surroundings. This was like half that. The overall experience I'll give to Glasgow in general is a solid 6 out of 10. You know what? I'll do 7 out of 10. Stayed in the city center. Didn't really go out. But when we got to the show, Oh, Jesus Christ. We had standing tickets. Oh my fucking God. What a mistake. Now, earlier I said I'm 27, I don't feel old, etc., etc. I felt old as fuck. Like, brother, open up your mosh pits. Cool, cool, cool. Keep me out of them. I, I don't want to be there. I was just minding my business. All of a sudden, I'm getting shoved. I look to my left. Everyone's looking right. I look to my right. There's a gaping hole. And I was like, oh my God. I was right next to it. And then I look up into the stands and I just see like older people, like parents, gray haired people in the stands, in the sitting area. And I was like, I need to be there. I want to be there. I don't want to be here. That was during the Lost Boys set. They did their thing. I haven't really heard of Lost Boys, so what I thought they're actually like artists. I thought they make music. I thought it's like supporting act of their own music. But then they started playing DJ Khaled, and I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. What I also realized during that show is Kanye West is going to be the most impossible person to cancel. What more can that man say? What more can he do for you to stop playing flashing lights? What more can that man do and say for you to stop playing all of the lights? With music, it's like two entities. And I don't know what I'm going with this point. But it's just if your music is good, shit. You talking about I Heart Hitler. Damn. Like it got me feeling a certain type of way. Now I don't really care what other artists say in public because obviously you have the could be a publicity, could be something else, etc., etc. So I don't really care. I didn't really care when Kanye was on his crazy shit because, bro, like he's apologizing now. It's like, obviously, right? Obviously. But I just, they played flashing lights and like the whole stadium or like arena, whatever fuck it was all lit up and it started playing. And you're like, damn, I want to see Kanye right now. It's like, what does that man have to say for you to start playing Power? I what like I don't know. I don't know. The thing about shows, I had the same thing when I went to the Jim Legacy show. I just get real inspired. I want to do that. That's why I started making music. Um, I remember when I was 16 watching live shows. Live performances. And I really wanted to do that. So I started learning how to produce. But that's a story for another day. Dave came out. Great set. Great show. Today is the 7th of March, Saturday. And his first London show just finished. Not sure. I might just release this tomorrow because I'm not going to edit this. I'm going straight raw. Just sync up the clips to the mic. Bada bing, bada boom. You have that. But what was I saying? Yeah, great show, great set, great performance. 10/10. Like obviously when Dave came out, being at pretty much at the front and struggling through people pushing in, because as soon as the Lost Boys set finished, holy fucking shit, everyone in their mother decided to push to the front, and it was a battle for an hour. I ducked down to have a better gravitational center to not tip over, and I was holding my position. I wasn't going to back down. I wasn't going to do I was staying in that spot, and you're gonna have to pick me up and move. One guy was walking by, he was like, "Excuse me, can you please let me be in front of you?" And for some reason, I was low key pissed off, but I was like, "No." As then I proceeded to say, "Tell him to fuck off," respectfully. He says, "Fair enough," walks away. But people are pushing and shoving, and I just don't know if that's how it was in all the shows. It felt kind of scatty. It felt like a club up there. Like I feel like sometimes I'm too old for clubs at this point, but it felt like a club. Like, for crying out loud, when we went through security and I went to the bathroom, the urinals empty, no one. The queue for the cubicles, it was just boys waiting to get to the cubicles. I wonder why. You do you though. But yeah, it finished. It's a great show. Walked back. Dehydrated. Let me tell you about water, and specifically tap water. I found out while I was up in Scotland that Southampton is one of the worst tap water suppliers in the whole UK. Bristol's up there, apparently, that's the best, and Scotland. And you taste the difference. I never drink tap water unless I'm in a restaurant down in Southampton. Always bottled. I'll die back on that hill. I will die on the hill of don't drink tap water. Kill me. Shoot me or drag me out of it. I'm staying there. I love my bottled water. It's just safer. I don't know what the fuck is in those drain pipes. As in, I proceed to read how Southampton is the shittest fucking, the dirtiest water. I'm good. But yeah, I tasted the difference in the water. I was like, wow, I don't know if it tastes better or worse. I was baffled. But yeah, I was so dehydrated. Because obviously, I was standing my ground on that front row. So I had no water for like 3 hours. They passed cups, right? But the cups literally had like this much of water. Like, brother, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that much? So I went to a wee corner shop, got a bottle of water, down that boy in a couple of sips, went to bed, visited some breakfast spot, came back on the plane. EasyJet. First time flying EasyJet and low key, I think I prefer Ryanair. We have EasyJet, Ryanair, British Airways. I digress. And came back, and I'm still looking for work. Trying to decide about the marketing on True Religions. So I'm just gonna release some podcasts before the release, just for you to get to know me, see the just how shit goes down. I'm getting thirsty right now, just thinking about water. But that's the end of this episode. It's been 26 minutes. Damn, it's a little podcast. I'll shoot up. Pause. Hold up. Let me rephrase. I'm going to put up a couple of episodes, maybe once a week, before the drop. And if it does well, I might do some after the drop. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. It's been your boy Hush. We experimenting, we pushing. Like, I like to blab around. I enjoy talking. Don't really get to do that often. So say my piece, say my grace, right? Yeah. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode. I'm thinking of calling this "If You Could Hear Yourself." I was thinking of I was working on a poster, but I don't know. But yeah, later.